Simmons. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Play action. Now Purdy. And that one into the hands of Ayuk downfield. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 12-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Well, this is what you want to see from your rookie quarterback on an opening drive, Charles. He looks cool, he looks calm, he looks collected in marching them down the field.
And, Brandon, I just think the game continues to change and evolve because we're calling these guys rookies. But, you know, they've thrown the football so much at a younger level now, way more so than what we saw when guys came into the league when you and I came through.
And also just the way, in particular to him, Charles, how he handles himself in meetings, just so professional, mature. It looks like he's been in the league 5 years.
Yeah, he cares about the game. He cares about his performance, and it's showing.
That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown, 49ers. Brandon Ayuk, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the 49ers will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Well, with that touchdown pass, I'm going to bring up a point from earlier in the year. Some of the fans were saying, when do we turn to the rookie? Well, he's looking pretty good right now.
Yeah, I love the fact that the fans are bringing that up because I'm not the head coach. Okay, so he's got to deal with it. But I think it's a legitimate question. With the way their season is going, I think now is the time to turn the page and let him get some starts before this season is over.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Well, here comes Kyler Murray in his 4th NFL season leading this Cardinal offense. Already a 2-time Pro Bowler in his time with Arizona.
I love just about everything about him. Love his game, love his makeup, love his moxie. One of my favorite words. This guy's a competitor. Gritty, tough, you name it, he's got it. But he did throw an interception in last week's game. That contributed to a loss. And despite the fact he threw 3 touchdown passes, he's going to be out there redoubling his efforts and trying to play better.
Murray now on first down. And incomplete on the deep ball. Well, this game, of course, held at the fabled Estadio Azteca, home to the Mexican national soccer team. Home to 2 World Cup finals, including Diego Maradona and the Hand of God goal in 1986. Look it up, kids. This is the final of 5 international games for 2022, as well as the 5th time a regular season game has been held here. The Cards and Niners actually played in the first of those games back in 2005, a 31-14 Arizona victory in front of an announced crowd of over 140,000.
I know in the games, coaches always tell us that no run play, won or lost a game. This seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
Into 49er territory. An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
Prater's kick is good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. Yeah, they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week, and you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy set the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Back to the ground on first, it's McCaffrey. Oh, good move. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And down to the 36-yard line here. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Purdy now to throw. He'll buy some time right. But able to haul it in is Kittle. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Back to throw, Purdy. And he's wrapped up. Taken down, back at the 25. J.J. Watt in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Purdy now to throw off the play action. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Cardinals have got it going the other way. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
That's a down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him, sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean,
he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did. Yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Nice pickup. 10 yards and a 1st down on the keeper. The Cardinals hit 3 and 7 now on the year. And they come in the midst of a pretty bad stretch here. Losers of 5 straight.
And far be it from me to go ahead and go gloom and doom, right? If they fall down 7-0, 14-0, all of a sudden the cycle starts all over again. So the best way out of this for them, they need something to happen positive early in this game. That's a great way to help break this losing skid.
On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. And 10 after a costly penalty there on 4th down. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Murray again, this is Connor. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
With his size, it often takes more than one guy to get him down, but if you can at least slow him up and the reinforcements arrive, you have a chance to get him on the ground, and that they did that time for a loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2. Prater's kick is good, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. At his current pace, sure looks well in line for a 1,000-yard season, but some of the older folks watching that remember the 12-game seasons in the NFL probably say, man, it was a lot harder to do that back then.
Yeah, even the 14-game seasons. And, you know, when we talk to those veteran runners, some of those guys who wear gold jackets, right, and appear in Canton, they look at this and go, you know, it's kind of like going to school and taking 5 years to get your degree instead of just 4.
A victory lap. Well, they also used to walk uphill to school both ways.
In the snow.
In the snow.
Blizzards.
Milk was 5 cents. Hey, but he's having a great year not to take anything away from him. McCaffrey running up the middle. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. Well, I think the hope is, you know, with a touch pass like that maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses. And this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a 4th down now. Here's Mitch Wishnowski now on to punt. Back deep, Tariq Cohen. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT. In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 47. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. They'll fake it to Connor. Now Murray. He's going to look deep, end zone for Hopkins. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up third down. Murray going to try to throw on third down. It's complete to Hopkins. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. They'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down. Murray going to throw. And his throw here is incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'm guaranteeing he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 15-yard line. 15 yards down to the 15 and a first down. Pick up a 14 yards and it moves the sticks.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Connor. No signal, and now they say he did not get in. He is stonewalled at the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. Once again, it's Connor. And he works down Arizona. James Conner, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Prater for the extra point. And that'll make this a 6-point game. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it was a touchdown run by James Conner that was the exclamation mark. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They're guarding against the upset.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. On the return is Cohen. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. So here are the Cardinals to take over. They've dropped 5 straight coming in, so right now cherishing this lead. And they got the football as well, 1st and 10. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And out across midfield down to the 45. 27 yards there, a first down. Now Murray. Going deep for Hopkins. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Connor. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Swings this out here for Cohen. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
So much about offense is what we call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
And stopped him in his tracks. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Second down and 8. Now a draw play to McCaffrey. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Purdy. That's caught. He finds Danny Gray. And oh, he's just going to be short here. Barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. And not what he was hoping for there as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
On play action, it's Murray. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. On 4th down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. It'll be a 48-yard punt. 5 there on the return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Purdy looking to throw on 1st down here. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. Purdy to throw it on 1st down. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Purdy sets up to throw again. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Now Purdy. Touchdown! Brandon Ayuk. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the 49ers are an extra point away from moving out in front in the final minute of the half. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cardinals going to get the football one final time here in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Play action. Now it's Murray rolling to his right. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. Finding space at the 40. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals first down as well. Murray now. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. Prater's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get our tour started out at Venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. And that's been a back-and-forth game, all tied in the second quarter. From there, we're off to check out another game. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. We continue on with a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for the Niners. And they've had all sorts of success thus far tonight throwing the football, as they're on pace to throw for 300-plus yards if they continue the way they've been going. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, they, too, were able to take advantage of a soft secondary, as both of these two teams really threw the ball at will in that first half. These two teams going through their final halftime adjustments, probably trying to get some oxygen as well. And for the call of the second half, let's get you back down to Mexico City in Brandon Gaudin.
Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. A give running right is counter. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Chop that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Murray with a 3rd and long. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. Here's Murray. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
Connor up the middle. Room here to run. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Right back to Connor here on first. Down to about the 45. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still had the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they can actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They'll get only a couple down to the 44. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Throwing now is Murray. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 25-yard line. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Finding Ertz here on the out route. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They try again with Cohen. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Dre Greenlaw getting home on that one. 4th down, Murray off, and the Cards field goal unit and Matt Prater out there now. Prater's kick is good, and that will push the lead up to 5. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for it.
You're exactly right about that, and this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
off the option. Here's McCaffrey. And he's got some space here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 49 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
First down is Mitchell. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. They're going to run the sweep. It's Samuel. Now that play is blown up. Losing yardage back at the 35. Award that tackle for loss to the safety, Buda Baker. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Up the gut, McCaffrey. Oh, what a move. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance in guessing. Because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. They're going to run the sweep. It's Samuel.
Holding. Offense.
Well, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers! George Kittle from 17 yards out. And the 49ers have retaken a third-quarter lead. They'll try and throw for it. That is incomplete. And in the third quarter here, they were trying to push that to a 3-point game, but instead it'll stay at 1.
And I'm a big proponent of not chasing points or going for 2 too early. But in this case, I understand why. You know, if you kick an extra point, you're just up 2, right? So a field goal still puts the other team ahead. So you go for 2 here and protect the field goal lead. They didn't get it done, though.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll fake it to counter. Now Murray. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Down to about the 45.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Mexico City. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now the
touchdown, Cardinals. Tariq Cohen, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts, passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there to defend. He's up to 87 yards receiving now, and it's a 1st down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield, and when they see openings, take their shots.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Back to throw, Purdy. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
For once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Here comes the 49ers punter now. He's been terrific so far. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And out will come the offense as they take over. The football going back over to Arizona now. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. He's going deep for Brown. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A huge play there for Arizona. And even 70 yards.
But I think it's about time I took my eyes off of the secondary or the guys with the football. How about the offensive line on that snap? They took care of business.
Absolutely. And when he can stay in the pocket like that, you're going to get big plays like we just saw. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Running right on the option is Murray. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Kyler Murray taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Cardinals look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point good by Prater. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do this thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Nice pickup, 10 yards and a first down on the keeper. Well, with them trailing here in the second half, maybe his legs can try to give this offense a spark.
And that's the benefit of having a young quarterback, right? Having a rookie, a guy who will say, hold it a second, I have a little bit of fearlessness to my game. It isn't working as well the other way. Let's see what I can do to help my team this way. And boy, he did it there.
On 2nd and 9, Purdy. That ball caught, Brandon Ayuk. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 37. With that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 15-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Purdy will look to throw again here. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes your panic is
touchdown. Danny Gray with his first career NFL touchdown. And the 49ers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Gold with the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The football back in the hands of the Arizona Cardinals. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each inning in touchdowns, so this game is flipped. They were down, now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode, had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack? Or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. And this is caught. He hits more. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here, down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
occasionally you start to spy him. Take someone who has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
Yeah, it'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the fourth. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Murray. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 26. Murray now on 1st down. That pass complete to Moore. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And this is incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Murray. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hopkins. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Now Murray. And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Cards add on to break this long losing streak. Prater for the extra point. And the lead now up to 14. A 10-play drive that time. And it's finished off by the touchdown from DeAndre Hopkins. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
Throwing again on 2nd down. Purdy, he's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. Here it's 3rd and 3. Purdy now to throw. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he is going to have a Niners 1st down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. The same target, same result. It's Kittle. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Purdy's throw pulled in by Kittle. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Purdy to throw. Looking for the out route. He's got it. Complete to Kittle. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Here's Purdy. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Purdy sets up to throw again. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing here, Purdy. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all three timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. The drive will start with Connor. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Connor going to get it again on second down. It's a pickup of 5, and that should just about wrap this one up. 2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, "Are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down." They love being physical. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for Arizona, the win keeps them barely hanging on to their playoff hopes as they move to 4-7. And now it's off to the airport for a date with Customs and a long flight north to the U.S. Meanwhile, for the Niners, it was a game they really needed as they drop back to 4-6. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the New Orleans Saints.